Hello, hello, hello. It's your girl Shy, and I hope you've been having a great day. If you are not, just know you have the ability to still make it a great one, right? We are the master of our emotions, and you can turn the day around to be what you need it to be. So, what I want to talk about um, is womanhood, just that womanhood. Being a woman. We have 4,001 titles. I just want to focus on being a woman. Um, as a woman, we carry a lot, we bear a lot, and even in the natural, like, giving birth, but there are a lot of things that we face, we go through, and oftentimes without the needed support. So I don't know anyone that's exempt from trauma, whether it's from your childhood or, being an adult. I don't know anyone. I don't know anyone. No one's exempt from it, unfortunately, right? And so um, I wish there was more spaces where women can just come and be women. Women can come and be their true, authentic self when we're not feeling well, when we don't want to be bothered, when we are at our breaking point, when we are broken. I really, really wish there was more spaces for us just to come to be us. Because here's the thing, if you're able to show up in your fullness, in your time and moment of need, you're able to receive and to get. But when you're showing up and you have to act like you're not hurting, you have to act like you don't have the weight of the world on your shoulders, you're not able to receive. How you're not able to receive in this fullness unless God just take this moment and break it all down and say, no, we're going to handle this. We're going to deal with this. And so us being women, it first deals with us as individuals, having nothing to do with anyone else. Just how I show up in the world, why I show up the way that I do, right? Um, how I express myself, how I treat others, all having to do with me. Sure, a lot of it stems from other places, but I really want us to be able to focus on just being a woman, not someone's wife, not someone's sister, not someone's child, not whatever our career, our occupations are, but just us being women. The good, the bad, the ugliness of it all. And it's amazing that still in the world that we live in today, where everybody's just let people be themselves. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But then at the same time, they say it's not okay. Right. And so we find ourselves caught up in, a lot of times it's unconsciously. We find ourselves caught up in these spaces trying to figure out, can we give ourselves permission for whatever it is that we need, right? And a lot of times it's driven because, we don't want to be judged. We don't want to be seen as weak. We don't want to not have everything together. Well, I'm here to tell you, being human means you don't have everything together. Like, trust and believe. If 2020 didn't teach anybody anything, that's very unfortunate. But it didn't matter what you had together, we still was not prepared. And that's okay, because we live this thing called life, and it's where we're supposed to learn, grow, adventure, like do all of these things. So who said that you had to have it all together? Nobody has it all together. We may be healed in an area. We may have made progress in areas, but nobody has it together from beginning to end. We don't even know what that looks like, right? So I want us to give ourselves permission just to be. I want us to give ourselves permission to heal. I want us to give ourselves permission to be ourselves. I want us to give ourselves permission to show up in the world the way that we see fit. This thing is trial and error. Nobody woke up already there. Nobody, nobody, nobody. So it is important um, to have a support system. And here's the thing about a support system. It doesn't mean it's already around you. It doesn't even mean it's going to be the people that you currently only know. Sometimes we have to build our support system, and that means we have to come out of our comfort zone. That means we have to have a new way of thinking and being. And that takes time, but it's not impossible. So to build a support system, it means that you're going to have to really open up and let someone know like how you're doing. You know, we often ask people, well, how are you doing? Anything going on? And it's an honest answer. But what I've learned to do, I'll stop after I say, well, how are you doing? And I'll say, no, how are you really doing? I know you're going to tell me fine, but I want to know how you're really doing. Right? Because we've all been in that space where we wasn't doing okay. And we said, I'm fine. It's okay. I'm good. And we wasn't. Right? So just being a woman. Being a woman with all our flaws. Being a woman with the things that we like and love about ourselves. And a lot of times we don't know how to share that, or we don't feel comfortable sharing it because, you tried it. And then people, start saying, oh, you think you better. Okay. Okay. I teach my daughter this, and this is what I teach her. Everyone, because as a kid, she asked questions, right? Everyone is not going to follow the rules. Everyone is not going to do better. Everyone is not going to be rich. Everyone is not going to be healed. Everyone is not going to have the life that you desire or that you're living, right? And a lot of that has to do with choices and decisions. And depending on where you're at in the world, a lot of that stuff is just handed to you, right? So if we know that everybody is not going to do the same thing, everybody doesn't have the same expectations, everyone does not hold, everyone doesn't want to excel, that means we have the ability to stop focusing on everyone else and stay focused on us. If people get uncomfortable because you celebrate who you are, you celebrate your success, you celebrate your wins, you celebrate your progress, you celebrate even your failures, because even in failing, we learn. If people get mad because you have changed, you have become a better person, you are striving for, to end generational curses and cycles. If people get mad at that, let them. let them. That doesn't mean you stop doing what you're doing for someone that doesn't get it. Because everybody has a plan and a purpose on this earth, right? And some people are there just to tear down your dreams because they're too scared to believe that they have the ability to do it. And so, you ever been in a situation where you just knew somebody was going to congratulate you or, whatever, because they've been there with you, they've been acting supportive and everything, and then something happens and that person goes silent? Their energy begins to change. We're not responsible for how others show up in the world. We are responsible for ourselves and the generation that we bring forth, right? And so, going back to, have you ever felt, like, dang, they didn't, say congratulations, they didn't high five me, they've been acting supportive. That's the thing, people act. When you say, I'm going to go get my degree, when you say, I'm going to start this business, when you say, I'm going to go full time in ministry, whatever your thing is, people, because everybody is saying support, 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 but you never really know what people are thinking until it manifests. Her having the idea of she's going to be great was great. I can support that. But now that it's manifesting, now I feel insecure. Now I feel inferior. Now I feel like I'm not going to shine like them. That's that person's problem. Just like you had choices and decisions to make, they do too. They can either decide to look at you as an example and then, do what they need to do in their lives, or they can look at you as an enemy, as somebody that's trying, hey, it is what it is, but keep doing you. We go through enough as women. And it's like 1 minute we're celebrating each other, the next minute it's a problem. Hey, I'm talking from experience. Ain't nobody exempt. Don't get me started on the things I have experienced with people, just in general, in church people. And the reason I say church people, because there's all different type of people in church. So I'm talking about saved people, or people that say that they saved, they living for God, and they, they embracing God's people and they doing all that. And then just people that go. So I already know there's different categories, because what I'm not going to do, that has been my source. God has been my source. And I understand that the church is a spiritual hospital. What I have a problem with is for those that are in position and they take advantage of God's people, or they have no integrity. And here's the thing. That's just the position that they hold, because at the end of the day, they are still human and things have to be worked out and worked through. So even that's not an excuse to say, I ain't going to church. All those people fake. No, you fake. Because what you going to do? You're not going to go out your front door, because there's a lot of fake people in the world. So perception is everything. No matter where you have to go, what you need to do it. You are the focus. And whatever God told you to do it. But the whole just being a woman, it's a lot. But the journey is beautiful. As I said in the beginning, I just wish it was more spaces for us to be able to come together and get what we need, form a real sisterhood, and feel supported and not judged, or any of that. Any of that. So just like I can say that that's what I want. Good morning, ladies. That I wish us as women, we had those spaces. Be mindful what you say. Like, dang, I wish, somebody would do that, or I wish they had this already, invented or whatever. Because why not you? Why can't you create it? Why can't you be the change, right? I know they kind of make that cliche, but it really is facts. Why can't you be the change? So again, I'm just talking about womanhood, all the things that we go through, we experience in life. And sometimes we just need to vent. Sometimes we need another sister's shoulder to lean on. And those that have lifelong relationships and, with women, cherish those, and then see what you can do to possibly be that to somebody else, because we really do need one another. It helps us thrive. It helps us thrive. That's why the enemy fight it so much. But I'm going to be popping up, just having these candid conversations about womanhood, and all the different titles that we have and the different hats that we wear. And if you have never been to or participated in a ladies let's talk, that's exactly what it is. And I take no credit for it, because I know that it's God. Where women are able to come together and be supportive, form a sisterhood, um, get deliverance. That's God. And we need that to be able to release all this stuff that we pick up just being a woman, and for us to receive what God has for us. So I'm going to be checking in and just having these conversations, because they are necessary. If there's any specific topic or questions that you have, definitely just let me know. But again, I hope you're having a great day. And if you're not, you still have time to make it one. So be the best version of you, and do not allow anyone to stop you. Don't do it. This your girl Shy. If you're not, follow me on Instagram at Shy Mo Right, and you can always visit my website. Have a great one.